Hi everyone, it's Clyde at Vibrant Soap, and today I'm going to be making a soap that smells just like one of those red hot candies like cinnamon. And for beginning soapers, you got to just know that you got to be careful with cinnamon scented soaps because it can be irritating to the skin. So I really searched high and low for a skin safe variety of this scent. So anyway, let's get started with it right now. Okay, I've already blended my milk and clay and oils. Nice and smooth there. And here's my lye, and I'm soaping at about 73 degrees, meaning that my oil mixture and my lye are at the same temperature. And I like to soap at a cooler temperature because it gives me a little more time to work. Slows down the process a bit. Okay, that was my lye solution. And I'm going to blend to emulsification, meaning that I don't see any oil slips on the top of the soap. And it will integrate a bit more as I blend in the fragrance and I blend the colors. Get my fragrance in there, which is a nice bright scent of Atomic Fireball, and it's skin safe, and yet it has a really great smell of cinnamon in there. It smells like red hot candy. And if you see any little dark flecks in there, that's some dark blue soap that got stuck to my blender a little bit. That looks nice and emulsified. So let me get my colors poured. I've got the heat turned up on this soap, meaning in color. So I've got a lot of warm colors. There's my orange, and that's Orange Mango Tango from Nurture Soap. And this is 24 karat gold, Rustic Essentials. Yellow Vibrance from Nurture Soap. Bewitched Mica. It's like a dark metallic like gray, dark gray. And this is my Electric Blue. I want a little bit more of that, so it's in a bigger cup. And then I'm gonna sort of break my own advice a little bit on that by using a lot of red, because after all, this is called Firecracker. And one of the only reasons why I don't usually put that much red in there is because red can bleed into the rinse water a little bit. But if you're prepared for that, I think it's going to be a really striking look to the soap. And I'm using my red Obsession, which is a sort of low bleeding red, but it will still bleed a little bit. And I put a little bit of Persian Rose in there so that it's not all deep red. Adds a little pink note to that. And let's see what I'll blend first. First, looking at my mess. Okay, I think I will start by blending these colors with a whisk, hand whisk, and such a small amount of soap mixing up here. If I use the blender, it would combine so quickly that it could possibly accelerate that batch of soap. And I would prefer these to be on the liquidy side because I'm aiming for some really thin swirls with this. And I'm starting with the blue because there's more soap in this bigger cup, so it will need a little bit more blending, so I'll come back to that. at the end. I'm going to start with my lightest color, which is this yellow. Again, I like to blend by hand. I know that I could use my frother, but I really like this for some reason. Glutton for punishment, but it's just like whipping cream and whipping eggs. Sometimes I do it with a whisk, even though it takes a little longer, because I really just love the process. My gold, just like my last soap, there's a little bit more mica, gold mica in this one because I like that little shimmer that gets lost if you don't use much of it. Nice bright orange. And this dark gray. It's like a charcoal gray. And on the side here I have some mica drizzles of a bright pink. In this case it's a little more of Persian rose. And I've got 24 karat gold as a mica drizzle also for the top when everything's poured. Okay, and as I said, I'm going to go back to the blue. It's getting a little bit of a light trace there. And for the red, I'm going to use the blender. Let's stir these up. It's a nice pouring consistency. Nice trace going on there. And the first thing I'm going to do is get my blue in there. I was thinking of either a concentric circle pour where I would pour all the colors around the perimeter of the pot, but I think I'm really going to, in this case, do a kind of version of the Clyde slide. I'm going to do that right at the spout. Keeping some of the scrapings for the top. I'm alternating the dark and light colors for more contrast. And I think I'm going to do something different. I think I'm going to swirl this symmetrically like that, just to see what happens. Keep things interesting. And we're ready for the pour. Do right dead center. Smells like red hots in this room right now. Let's start with this. Let's level this off a little first. Get some of this bright blue on the sides so it won't get buried by the other colors. This blue was an afterthought of mine. I thought, you know, one of the things that makes a soap stand out, or any kind of design stand out, is a surprise color. So I could have used a green, but I thought of the heat of a flame and seeing that blueness in the real hot part of the flame, and I thought that would make sense and still give me that pop of surprise color. Oh, I didn't even use this orange, so that's going to be just going to have to play a part of this design since I forgot to add it to it. How did I forget that? I make mistakes all the time. Rarely with my, thank goodness, rarely with the mixing of, you know, the oils and the lye, because that would be a not so good thing. But sometimes I forget that I have colors and stuff, so I just kind of let that be a random feature of this soap, and guess it was just meant to be that way sometimes. I'm going to make an effort to do a chopstick swirl to pull that orange in a little bit though. So let's just do that in the center. The bright colors in the middle. Get some of this gold. So I'm going to do a little bit of a swirl, and then I'm going to get my micro drizzles in there. So you see the red's almost completely disappeared under those other colors. So I have this micro drizzle to bring some of that red to the top again. And one of my favorites for a micro drizzle is this gold mica. I was going to do some more swirling, but that just looks super as it is. Okay, so I think that's it. Just clean the sides up a little bit. And that is my Firecracker celebration. And there we have it. So I'll bring you back for the cut. Okay, so here's Firecracker Celebration. The end piece ended up being pretty cool. Want you to see that. Kind of typical zigzags, and there is some of the glimmer from the gold right there. Very tiger-like right there. If anything at all, I really love that blue, how that blue pops. And you can see how that orange didn't go very deeply in there because I forgot to put it in there till the very end. But I managed to get a little bit of a swirl in there. I don't want to get too much more red than that though, because I don't want the soap to bleed in the rinse water. Just that little blue around the edge is kind of cool. Kind of wondering where the yellow went. There it is, a little bit. The red seems to have a little shimmer in it as well. There's that blue. Smells amazing in here. Yeah, it came out very smooth, so I was really happy about that. Sometimes it's nice to have a design element where there's just a little color on top, so try to look at the bright side of designs that don't come out like you thought they were going to come out. A lot of the photos or videos that I've seen of people saying they were really disappointed, I look at that soap and I go, that's really beautiful. So intentions can always work out in the future, and you learn something. I really like that blue. So no use getting aggravated about stuff like that. As long as the soap comes out well and looks fairly decent. Yeah, I remember that black I put in there too. So I used just a little bit of these colors as highlights, but that one is probably my favorite in the batch so far. Thanks for watching. I really get a kick out of your comments, and subscribership's going up too, so thanks for all that and your comments. And a lot of you are looking at my Instagram, also under Vibrant Soap, so it's nice to see you there too. Wow, there's that black ended up on that side. So thanks for watching, everybody, and the store's open. Thanks for all the people who have ordered soap from me. And a lot of the soaps that you've been seeing on here are on the site and running out. So hopefully I'll see you there too. And tell me what you think of the new website too. I'm really happy about it. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Okay, so this is a commissioned loaf of oatmeal eucalyptus with just eucalyptus essential oil. And it's promised to give the person that wanted it 5 bars, so I'll put the rest on my website. And a lot of colloidal oatmeal in there. Just really like the look of that. You know, it's not my typical type of soap without the colors, but I do love it. So I specified what kind of colors they wanted, and he said that he had a great soap that he wanted to replace and use as a gift. So this is really interesting too. I showed you this on the last oatmeal soap I did, which wasn't too long ago, and that's why I didn't make a making of video. But there's this like dark charcoal like color specks in the center, but when it cures, that is completely gone, and it's really interesting. Put a little bit of honey in this one too, just to increase the bubbles in the soap, so it's as natural as I can get the soap to be. No titanium dioxide, no micas, and the use of essential oil. I like that speckled look of all that oatmeal on there. I think you would call it a wholesome bar. And they're all going to really look the same. So this is going to be a short video, so I'll probably attach this to my latest video of soap making, and it's quite a bit different from that one because that one is very colorful, but it's nice to have a variety of like plain soap, wholesome soap, less colorful soap, with the more bright soaps. Something for everybody. I should just keep it on this frame for a while so I can give you a before and after. Show you how those little black areas disappear. Just like magic. So I'll say goodbye to you right now. This will probably be at the end of the Firecracker celebration or Firecracker soap that I make. So I'll say goodbye and thanks right now. Check out the website at vibrantsoap.com. Check out the Instagram under Vibrant Soap. Thank you for your subscriptions to the channel as well, and your thumbs up. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye everybody.